Alright guys, it's Benny2495 and welcome to today's commentary. It's going to be a Black Ops commentary. I'm going to talk about Black Ops 2. It's something I want to talk about probably a week ago, but I've had a lot on my plate at the minute, so apologies for that. I've not really been uploading content like I would have done, or would like to have done, should I say. But yeah, I'm back and I want to bring you this Black Ops 2 commentary or discussion of some of the things which, opinions that I share. I didn't want to bring you this a week ago, basically because, well, firstly, I had a lot on my plate at the time, so I really couldn't, but I also wanted to sort of sit back and absorb the information and sort of let my ideas mature, because I had a few worries which I'm going to bring up in this commentary, which hopefully, I don't know if many people out there have expressed themselves. It seems like a lot of people are just regurgitating the same material all over YouTube. It's been swamped by, analysis, breakdown, opinions, thoughts, first impression videos all over YouTube, so I didn't want to bring you something like that. Hopefully this is a different edge on the Black Ops 2 information that has been, all over YouTube as of late. But before I get into all that, I just want to briefly say this gameplay, it's something special for me anyway. A few weeks back, this is quite old I must say, a few weeks back, I was watching MrExquiziteXBL, who, for those of you that don't know, he's an amazing player. He's one of my favourite YouTube Call of Duty players and commentators, and he was playing Black Ops because at the time I think he was going for his 100 kill gameplay, which he hadn't got, according from what I understand. And he was in his live stream and he was just altering some XSplit settings and his Twitch, quality settings. And I just decided to just post a comment and just, helping him out. Like, I think at the time it was to do with the resolution, and I think it was resolution and cropping that it was, just giving a bit of advice, because obviously from you guys, I'm sure I'm not I'm a frequent XSplit user. It says like some sort of street drug. Yeah, take XSplit all the time. Oh yeah. He replied to me, and this is like with 200-300 people in the stream, and he just started a stream, so that's why I thought I'd take the chance and maybe he'd reply, and he did. And in fact, we had a bit of a dialogue back and forth between each other where I was helping him out with cropping and things. And lo and behold, at the end of it, his stream quality improved, and he thanked me for it, which I was really sort of happy and taken back that he was actually talking to me. I had a bit of a fanboy moment. It's not the first time, I'm sure you all were. Insomnoless, Fearcrads, iTemp, they're the previous nerdgasms. Oh, I've got a text message. Oh, who's this? I'm famous. It's my mum. Sad. That's the only people that text me. My boss, 2 friends, and my mum. I'm sad. I really am. I really am. Where was I? I lost my train of thought. Yeah. So, yeah, after all that, and then he was, he thanked me for all that. I was really taken back. I had a bit of a nerdgasm moment, and I decided to take the gamble and just send him an invite request, because he was, getting ready to stream some Black Ops, and this was around 5 or 6 AM GMT time, because I'm pretty nocturnal. I really am. My sleeping pattern's all over the place, and he actually invited me to the game, and seriously, I was like, holy fuck. Where's my PVR? Turn it on. Get everything set up. This is it. And this is one of the games. I think we had 3 or 4 games playing with him, which was awesome. Obviously, he was beasting. He was going ham. And this is one of the... I think out of 4 games I had, 2 of them were probably postable. This is one of them. And that's purely going off KD. So, yeah. That's pretty much the gameplay. And, yeah, that's pretty much the game. I don't really want to talk about much about that. I could talk about it in another commentary if there's anything anything you guys want to know, should I say. I'm stumbling over my words. So yeah, Black Ops 2. I'll start from the beginning, right? When Black Ops 2 multiplayer information was leaked, because that's pretty much what it was leaked. My voice is going a bit weird. Leaked. I was on Twitter at the time. Again, it was around, 5, 6 AM GMT time. I was still awake. I was actually in bed, just chilling, doing stuff, and I'll be honest, I was looking at porn. I had Twitter up in the background. That's what I do. And I noticed, I think it was Pacific Tomb. I'd liked. He was either liked off. I don't remember him retweeting it. I think he liked a video by Tabes, and this video was one of many that Tabes uploaded that day. In the end, and it was of multiplayer gameplay footage from Black Ops 2, and this was the first that, as I'm aware, the first anything that was leaked on Twitter between the whole sort of big names, the community itself. And I was like, wow, this is massive. Wait till, you know, your quintessential news guys such as T-Mar and all them get the hands of this. And it was only until about an hour or an hour and a half after that they had all sort of cottoned on to what was happening. So I felt really like privileged that I was, you know, one of the few to actually see this footage. And in fact, I clicked on the Taves video itself, in which he was using one of the bolt action rifles. It's a short video on the map. Was it Cargo, the map? I'm not too familiar with that, apologies if I've got that wrong, but at the time it was around 20 or 30 views, so I was like, whoa, this is I'm one of the very few to, you know, the very few and very first to actually be witnessing this, so I was like really taken back by that. And at the very end of the video, and this is something which even those that had seen the video hadn't really caught on to, I was looking at some of the comments and no one had noticed it, and I actually posted a tweet about this as well. And at the very end of the video, 3 perks I noticed: Ghost, Cold Blooded, Dead Silence. As soon as I saw that, for a start I had to double check, because I thought, no, Treyarch can't do that. No way would Treyarch do that. And lo and behold, they did. And straight away, all my excitement, you know, my everything had just sank. My heart sank. Treyarch, if you're watching this, because I know David Von der Haar watches my content. Why wouldn't he? Seriously, Treyarch, please promise me. Just let me know, assure me that you know what you're doing. I'm worried. I really am worried. This is my sort of analysis on perks, and it's something that I've always had throughout Call of Duty. Black Ops. One of the bad things about Black Ops was Ghost. Ghost was a massive problem with Black Ops. Why was it a massive problem? Because it was overpowered. Now, if you look at Modern Warfare 2, hopefully you'll follow where I'm going with this, guys. Apologies if you don't. If you look at Modern Warfare 2, Cold Blooded, very similar to Ghost. Why wasn't Cold Blooded a massive problem in Modern Warfare 2? Well, what I believe is that given stopping power, and this is very similar with UAV jamming, COD 4, things like that, and stopping power implemented in World at War as well. If you look at stopping power, it was a very, very powerful perk, and one that would persuade players to use over any other perk in that perk slot. Modern Warfare 2, people ran stopping power over Cold Blooded the majority of the time, and I can say that confidently because they did. But unfortunately, when you got to Black Ops, there was no perk within the Black Ops perk slot which contained Ghost, which people were, would rather use, you could say. And I think that's where Black Ops fell down. And then enter Modern Warfare 3, and similarly, they didn't learn from this mistake. If anything, they made it worse. Assassin Blind Eye, they split the 2 perks up. Some would say it's good that they split, the 2 perks up, because Ghost was pretty much the conglomeration of both Assassin and Blind Eye, if you get where I'm coming from. But, yeah, split them up. But no, don't put them in separate perk slots, put them in the same perk slot, along with a perk which is so powerful, people would use it 99.9% of the time. Discourage people from using stealth perks is what I'm getting at. Clearly, stealth perks are going to be in a game. You can't get away from it. You've got to incorporate stealth perks in the game. But the fact is, the stealth perks are always notoriously the perks which are the bitch things. The things which make players rage. They always are, and always will be, in my opinion. So why not discourage players from using those sort of perks? Black Ops, they didn't do it. Modern Warfare 3, they didn't do it. And from judging from this little clip, from what I've seen of the Black Ops 2 multiplayer footage, I'm worried that they haven't done it again. And I'm sorry, but Treyarch, there's no excuses. You are now, presently, seeing that your game is the one that's going to be released next, you are now in the driver's seat for making the best Call of Duty ever. And I'm sorry, but I'm worried. I'm really worried that you've cocked up. I have reasons why you might have done this, and I'll probably talk about that in a commentary next. That I really do have some very interesting reasons why. But I really do hope you know what you're doing, because I'm sorry, I really do think that you may have had a massive egg on face moment, and something that you'll look back on in the next few months once the game's sort of gone through its life cycle, you could say, and you could think, what, that's where we went wrong, because I really do think this is something which the community will pick up on and absolutely just go to town on. I'm worried. So that's the perk issue that I have. Now, similar to this, it links with the perk system that they've implemented themselves. I always remember that Black Ops, I don't know if it was Treyarch itself or that Call of Duty commentator spoke on behalf of Treyarch from them saying this, but I always remember someone saying that Ghost, the intention of Ghost was as a rushing perk. It kept you off the UAVs and things like that, and it was intended as rushing, and you can see the logic behind that. But unfortunately, the community turned that around, which is, it's a given. The Call of Duty community are just a bunch of gimps, let's face it. If they see an exploit, my god, they will exploit it. Case in point, Modern Warfare 2 noob tubes. Enough said. Ghost was used as a sort of quintessential camping tool. Whenever I think of camping or campers in general, Call of Duty, I get a massive flashback to Silence Galil, Motion Sensor Ghost, Black Ops sitting in a corner. And I'm sure a lot of people would as well. So my worry is that the things that they are trying to implement in favour of advocating rushing will not work. To put it blunt, I don't think it will work. It didn't work with Ghost in Black Ops, if that's their intention, if that's the fact of the matter from what I've just said. It remains to be sort of clarified on my part. And I'm just worried that they're doing the same thing again with Black Ops 2. My case for this is a few days, well, it was actually yesterday. Yesterday I was having a conversation with Krakoon420, and in it he brought up a really, really good point. The actual reticle, I think it's called, what's it called, the reticle now? Target Finder, that's it. The Target Finder reticle, no doubt that is seen as an anti-camping tool device, yeah? So you see campers and it shows them on the, on the actual target, similar to Marksman, I would believe, in Modern Warfare 3, to an extent. But what is to stop campers from using that? Another thing I must point out as well is the actual score system, the score streaks they're not called kill streaks from what I gather in this Black Ops 2. The score streaks, I do not want to play a game which is similar to Modern Warfare 2, and by that I mean where everything, score streaks are in the sky all the time. And with Black Ops 2, from what I've seen of the multiplayer footage, it seems to be going that way. Now, I need to take you back to Call of Duty 4 for this, and World at War. Call of Duty 4 World at War 357. The reason why that worked so well is because once you got your 3, your 5, then your 7, and you died, you have to attain those kill streaks once again, and it advocated aggressive rushing style, so much so that you didn't really give a toss about how you died and how much you died, because you wanted to get to that helicopter, which was the 7 kill streak, for instance. And that's why, from what I believe anyway, Call of Duty 4 and World at War was so successful, because it was that simplicity over the complexity. And then in comes Modern Warfare 2, they completely flip the scene when it comes to kill streaks, so much so that in essence, for me anyway, it made the game franchise worse. They implemented all these kill streaks, the variety, the high kill streaks made achievable by, in those games, and even so in Black Ops as well, camping. It was much easier to camp to get the high kill streaks. You know what I mean? And it's just, for me, I don't want Black Ops 2 to be the same. And the kill streaks that they've implemented, I think that it'll just be, I think it'll take away from the gun-on-gun talent and skill. That's the best. That's where I'm going with this. Nah. I know where I'm going with this. The gun-on-gun skill. One thing Modern Warfare 3 did right is that they sort of, to an extent, they brought it back to gun-on-gun skill with Specialist Strike Package, which is all I used. I didn't use Assault because I didn't like. I could easily go 40, 45, and 5 all the time using Assault. It wasn't hard. It really wasn't. If I went 45 and 5 using Specialist, I'd be much more satisfied because I'd feel like I've actually done more, performed better in the game, as I'm sure you'll agree. And for me, I think that Call of Duty is going ever more so further away from that core gun-on-gun skill that is required, and as a result, the Call of Duty franchise itself is being tarnished by the little things, like the kill streaks, the little bullshit things which aren't really, which sort of discredit Call of Duty and the Call of Duty player in general. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, what do you play? Oh, play Counter-Strike. Oh, that's amazing. Like, skill, technique, fast twitch muscles, accuracy, all that. What do you play? Call of Duty. Oh, you're a noob. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't like being branded as that sort of with that label, and justifiably so. You know what I mean? It's an easy Call of Duty. Let's not kid ourselves, guys. Call of Duty is an easy game. If you don't believe me, go play Counter-Strike. You'll get shit on. I'm not even going to delve into that. It's just the Call of Duty mechanic is easy. It rewards, to some extent, it rewards shit players as well, and it doesn't necessarily, reward the skillful player. And if you think otherwise, then how about this one? It doesn't do it to a sort of strict degree in which I feel happy with. You know what I mean? For instance, Modern Warfare 2, you get your 7 kills and then done. Pretty much case closed. You have a chance of just done. You know what I mean? You've enough said. Even more so in Modern Warfare 3, you could say, because you get your assists and kill streaks can stack and things like that. You know, it's not. I just want a return. This is what I'm saying. I want a return to raw gun-on-gun skill, where it's your weapon, and it's all about who's the better player at the end of the day, because I feel Call of Duty there's so many sort of variables within the game itself, and it's them appealing to this complexity, this diversity, that they are making the game. They're taking it away from that raw talent, and they're making it more into this sort of, what's the best way of saying it, this commercial, glamorized little arcade thing that they've got going on, and I think they're losing sight of what made them successful, which was, if you compare it to COD 4 or World at War and things like that. So that's my little worry about in terms of the score streak system. I think that it's just gonna, I really do think it's just gonna ruin Black Ops, and that's my little sort of worry in terms of that. And in terms of the score streaks themselves, I feel like their way of getting around these issues is by bringing or tapping into this nostalgia effect, which is always been a way to make the Call of Duty community go weak in the knees. You know, if something's bad, it doesn't matter, just give them all an old nostalgia map pack or something, and they'll be happy, and we will. You know what I mean? It's like, if something's bad, just give them Terminal. Or in this case, there's a few little worries that I've just said. Give them dogs, because we'll see dogs, or K9 unit, or whatever it's called in this game, and we'll think, the dogs are back, awesome, yay! Or bring back the bolt action rifles, which are similar, from the World at War time, and appease the quickscoping fanboy community, which is a massive, powerful force, it would seem, in Call of Duty. Proof being that Black Ops, from my belief, were pressured into making quickscoping much more of a viable method in Black Ops. Again, something I'm completely against. I really am. It's all about balance, and it's not necessarily just making a game good. It's also making a game, sellable, if that makes sense. It's making a game that you can actually sell, and I just feel like they've incorporated certain things in their game which I think they've done it knowing, they've incorporated shit things in the game knowing that they're shit, because they want to get an effect out of it, and the effect, in my opinion, is going to be something along the lines of marketability in terms of YouTube gossip, and keeping a game in a game's lifespan or life cycle, keeping that longevity when it comes to playing it, which it's a strange way of thinking about it. I'm going to do a commentary on this because I've touched upon it in a very, very old commentary that I did, which I'll link in the description below, about Activision and how Activision influences game developers, and the sort of wall that the game developers face and difficulty face in making a game which they truly think and will be a good game, but Activision, they're the fat cats, they're the people that give the money and things. So I don't know, there are a few things that I'm worried about, and again, the last thing I will say is RCXDs. Who in the right mind wanted to bring back RCXDs? There is no one in the forums, or where the fuck do people get the feedback to make these games in general, Call of Duty games in general? Like seriously, example, right? Modern Warfare 3, for the development of Modern Warfare 3, where did they go to get the community feedback that they say they got? Was it the forums? Because I don't remember anyone, praising death streaks in the forums. I really don't. Nor do I remember anyone praising fucking RCXDs. And oh my goodness, bring back RCXDs. We all want to see RCXDs. No. Who in the right mind enjoyed RCXDs? They're the Predator missiles for me in Black Ops. Every time. I hate those little fucking cretins. Why implement some... Again, I have my reasons. I'll discuss it in a future commentary. But there are like a few things about Call of Duty Black Ops 2, like a few worries that I have, and I just hope, Treyarch, this is my little message to you. Please, I just hope you know what you're doing, because I've put a lot of faith into you. A lot of people call me Treyarch fanboy, which I'm not. It's just I always believe that Infinity Ward make worse games than Treyarch. It's just the lesser shitter of the two, if that makes sense. And I just feel like with everything that I've seen from Black Ops 2, the multiplayer footage and things, it's just I can see how they're trying to make the game look good. It looks nice, it looks crisp. To be honest, it looks like a Black Ops 2 engine with the Modern Warfare 3 skin. I've said it, I don't really care. And I'm not as excited as I thought I would be. That's the best way of putting it. And even on top of that, I would go as far as to say I'm worried, because I just want to play a game which is a good game. And they've no excuse, man. They've no excuse. They had everything. They had everything in front of them. All the things which the community thinks are shit. It's easy. Just don't put them in the game. All the things the community think were good, easy. Put them in the game. And already, from what I've seen, they've not done that. So it just makes you wonder. It makes you wonder what the fuck these people are doing, these game developers. I'm going to play it. Yeah, damn right I'm going to play it. Because I'm a Call of Duty fanboy. And that's what I do. And it's a strange, guilty pleasure. It's a love-hate relationship. People always ask, why do you play Call of Duty if you hate it? And it's like, well, I just enjoy playing the game. I don't know what it is. I need to do a commentary on that. I really don't know what it is. It's a strange love-hate effect with Call of Duty, as I'm sure a lot of people will understand where I'm coming from with that. So, I know I've rambled on for a bit, but there's a few things I just wanted to get off my chest with regards to this Black Ops 2. And hopefully it will turn out to be the best Call of Duty game that we've ever seen. But all I'm saying is I really can't see it being. And I just hope that it is, pretty much. If all else fails, there's zombies. I think zombies, even if this multiplayer is absolute wank, I think zombies will sort of act as the safety net and keep it above par, keep it as an above par game. But let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. I'm apprehensive for the game's release. I'm apprehensive. And that's pretty much it, guys. So thanks for watching this long ass commentary. Hope you enjoyed it. Obviously by now you'll have seen another gameplay in the background. It'll be a random Black Ops game, no doubt. Hope you enjoyed the commentary, guys, and let me know what you think. I really do value any sort of comments that you guys think about Black Ops 2. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching the commentary. I hope you enjoyed the video itself, and that's pretty much it. Alright, I'm out. Peace.